hear from his meteorologist, Damon Matson. And Damon, you know, it's hard sometimes because here, you know, really in the city, DC area, we saw rain, but it wasn't anything too crazy. But others in our region saw just unbelievable amount of rain.
Yeah, and in that part too of Western Maryland and parts of West Virginia, the terrain, it's the mountains, it's funneling all that water into those communities, which we don't have to deal with here, thankfully, in DC. So definitely varies depending on the location, but we saw the impacts.
It was a lot of flooding.
Right, and we're hoping to get some relief soon. It doesn't look like today will be the day, unfortunately, though, for some of us, and we could use it because look at this, folks. We were walking that fine line. We needed this rainfall, but we didn't need this much in such a short amount of time. Most of this came down yesterday with that heaviest activity, and all of this yellow and some of the oranges you're seeing on the map here, that is 2.5 to 4 inches of rainfall. Now, these are estimates. These aren't exact totals, but look at how most of the DMV west of DC picked up that much rain. And where you see a darker red shade of color, that's over 4 inches of rain that, again, all came down yesterday. And that's why flooding developed so quickly and caused so many problems for some of our western communities. Now, here are all the active flood warnings that are out there. At this point, these are not flash flood warnings. There is not any flooding developing rapidly, but these are river flood warnings for all of those main rivers in our area, the Potomac, the Shenandoah, the Rappahannock, and some of the small streams nearby all are reaching flood stage here, not just today, but lasting over the next couple of days. So you'll have to pay attention if you're heading down near any of those rivers. The water levels are going to be up as we go through the next couple of days, and they'll stay up too because we have more rainfall on the way. Locations that saw flooding yesterday, as showers and storms roll in later on, it's not going to take much for additional flooding to develop. That's why this flood watch was just put out until 10 p.m. for Western Maryland, portions of West Virginia, and down through the Shenandoah Valley as well. Now, the flood watch doesn't include DC. We are going to see rainfall later on, likely in the district. Right now, it is just very cloudy. You can still feel that dampness in the air from the rainfall yesterday. But even though most of the flood risk is west of the city, we still can't let our guard down. It's only going to take 1 or 2 slow-moving thunderstorms for us to see problems. And as we look off to our south, there you go. There's a cluster of rain, a few thunderstorms already developing down near the Roanoke area, and these will rotate up into the DMV later this afternoon, and that's where things could get a little bit dicey once again before the day is done. Now, here is the good news. Unlike yesterday, we do continue to see a fair amount of dry time through the early mid-afternoon. It's not going to be raining consistently like it was the entire day yesterday, so that should help to allow some of those flood waters to at least try to soak into the ground perhaps. But here we go. By 4 o'clock, we're starting to see showers and storms spreading out across central Virginia. Once again, the same hard-hit areas over the mountains of West Virginia, Western Maryland could feel the impacts once again, and it's only going to take another half an inch of rain at least for that flooding to start once again, so we'll have to pay close attention. But here we are, 6 o'clock. If you are going to be out during the evening commute late today, you're likely to run into more of this wet weather. And again, look at these reds popping up in the mix here. Those are a few thunderstorms that could develop. Severe weather not likely. Our main worry here is that these storms will be moving slowly. They're going to be dropping heavy rainfall that could lead to some flooding concerns. 8 o'clock, it's still fairly active right through the heart of the DMV. It won't be until we enter into the middle of the night, 9-10 o'clock, that things will calm back down again, and we should get another stretch of dry weather. But the good news here is that tomorrow we're not totally out of the woods. There could be a stray shower or storm in the afternoon, but for the most part, all of us will get some dry time or a completely dry day as we go through the day on Thursday there. Now, Friday can't say the same. Showers and storms are back, and it's likely to be stormy to wrap up the week and head into the upcoming weekend.